What we do here is go back.
Yeah, good mate. Thanks for having me.
We went the hardest in the celebrations.
Can't say myself, can I?
You sort of almost got to tell yourself that you're a big game player or a big finals player. And so somehow I thought, well, just because I play well as a 13-year-old, I have to play well in the grand final.
Me and Cogs are a couple of good WA boys, and we do get a bit affectionate with each other, always giving each other kisses and stuff. Nah, not really, just a manly kiss on the cheek every now and then.
Yes, g'day guys, welcome back to the Bray and Ethan podcast. The fun and glory is over.
Back from the clouds, baby.
Yeah, back from the clouds. Episode 101, where we're going to go for another 100.
We are.
I think it's fair enough.
And 100 beyond that. We're going to carry on. We can't dwell. Well, not dwell. We can't. That's not the right word. We can't stay in the moment of 100 for too long. So we're going to carry on. They're always big boys in the studio. This man's no exception. Out of Perth. He's in the leadership group there. Was in the WA 18s this year. Elijah Scoble, welcome.
Thanks for having me, guys. Heard a lot about the program.
Yeah, there's a bit of stalking going on off air. So I said I saw you in Scarborough on Saturday night. Didn't remember it, and obviously
same. You didn't remember it.
He clearly didn't remember it, but we didn't bump into each other, so that's probably why. But also same school as well, so there's a bit of similarities going on.
We'll start with that. So you just graduated CETA, finished yesterday, and that's obviously where we come from as well. So how's the feeling now, knowing that school's over, and I guess what are the plans for next year and the years to come, or even the rest of this year as well, because we've still got 2 months to go?
Well, yeah, it's different knowing that you're not really doing much, but just enjoying life off kind of. At the moment, bartending at one of my mates' pubs, so just do that. Doing the RSA before that, it's not fun with the 200 questions or whatever you have to do.
It's a pain in the arse.
But I'll just do that for a while. Probably do a bridging course next year. But yeah, we'll just definitely take time off school a bit and just earn a bit of money or just have a bit of fun through there. I feel
like there's a few footy players doing that bartending and that at like hotels and pubs and that.
Yeah, Hugh Davies does it in Como somewhere. So I mean, he's done that for a while. Yeah, but he loves it. Good friends with him, but he I don't know. It's just fun.
Yeah,
it's easy as well because there's places always looking for people, and all you need to do is just get an RSA and be able to talk to people.
Yeah. It's communication skills that CETA probably taught you.
Exactly.
But so you reckon it wouldn't have sunk in that you've done school yet? Obviously finished yesterday. Probably
definitely not.
In the coming weeks maybe.
Yeah, no, it's weird because obviously at CETA you're not at school the whole time. Yeah. So like you take days off and it kind of just feels like
TAFE or something.
Yeah, I'll go back to a clinic in a few more days. But I know the reality after a few weeks probably will set in.
I know it probably hasn't. Well, you wouldn't know the feeling just yet, but like. I feel CETA is a place that could help you adjust quite well into the real world. Like spending year 11 and 12 not just in the one place 5 days a week, and you're travelling around Perth. You're either going to primary schools, going to your work experience place, or you're going to your school venue. Like there's a lot of self-driven stuff about it, which helps I think into the real world.
Yeah, it's definitely like you really just have to be like switched on kind of because everyone. Like you have to get yourself to places, all different places, and you're never in the same spot 2 days in a row. So I liked it. It was like changed up a lot instead of like repetition back and forth.
Yeah. Shout out to CETA. You might get a call up to come talk to at a meeting like Bray and I did. But anyway, Canning Vale PR Waters. Which junior club? Couldn't quite find it. It said both on different places. So
started off at Canning Vale. We started off at Thornley actually, and then went to Canning Vale when year 4 to 9. Year 4 to 10, sorry. Yeah. And then 11 and 12 at PR Waters and have only played one game there, so.
Okay, yeah. What's the journey been like from that into Perth and then state? Because I believe this was your first year in the state setup.
Yeah, that's correct. It was good. We kind of just went from Thornley to Canning Vale to stick with schoolmates and everything like that. And a few of the boys in those teams went and played at Perth, so it was kind of moved into the experience well. Wasn't really by myself, you could say. So kind of had people around me that could help me out. And then, getting the call up to the summer squad was surreal, kind of. Never really just thought about it. Just thought about playing my best footy and just came across.
Well, you did get that. Oh, sorry, yeah, you did get that state call up, obviously. But did you think it was going to be coming your way? And what was that feeling once, I guess, you found out that you were in that group?
I would say I thought it was coming my way, considering Perth. I think we didn't win a game in my first year, and then won only a handful in the second year. I didn't really think that it would come my way, but I thought that by the end of the year, a few people had been talking to me saying that I put up a good season and everything like that, and then I just kind of thought if it came through, it came through. If not, it's not really. I'll just go back and play football at Perth and play the best football I can.
What was the feeling like when you first joined the state team, like amongst the group? Was it nerve wracking, or maybe because there was a couple of Perth guys there that helped?
It was definitely nerve wracking, but there was a handful of Perth players there that obviously helped as well. But most of the boys there had already played state before, so it just kind of felt like I was new and I wouldn't say not belong, but this is like it's a
shadow water, yeah.
Yeah, it's weird experience, but fitting pretty well, and all the boys were really really good. So,
have you always been tall? Was there a particular growth spurt in time? Or always been a big boy?
Always the top 5 in the class or something like that.
Yeah.
So always gifted with height. So helps me out.
And playing in those first 2 champs games this year, how'd you find it? First of all, playing on some of those big forwards against the Allies on the road, and then the win on Optus versus SA. How'd you find the experience?
Well, surreal, I guess. Flying out with a state and then staying away from home with all the boys, and then then playing a game, going back to the bus and like treat like a professional team was completely new experience. And the competition we came up against, they were definitely pretty good. And I wouldn't say it hit me by surprise, but like you realise that out of WA there's still a lot of good players outside. And it's just against shallow water. You haven't really played against that many people that good before. So
Who'd you room with?
I was with Oscar.
Okay,
so
good value.
Oscar Masson. So we were pretty good. We fell asleep on the right nights, but he every 2 seconds was asking to go to the sauna. So
So it didn't keep you up at all?
no, definitely not.
Yeah,
That oval though, the Barton Oval, from that oval to Optus, like would have been a bit of a contrast between games.
Temperature was in not a good state when we were there. It was really muddy, and then to get onto Optus was, it was pretty good. Been on Optus before, not played though, but completely different feeling. It was good around a big stadium, good crowd. It was a really good experience.
Now, would you say you've got a bit of a soft spot for coaches? Because you've got a Ross Lyon quote in your Instagram bio, and according to the Perth Demon Boys on TikTok, you're the biggest coach's pet.
So how that came across was I did work experience at Perth, and I've done it for the last 2 years. And I used to always be helping the coach, just doing magnets, helping the talent manager, and that's when we had a new talent manager. So they spent heaps of time as coaches together, and I spent a lot of time with the coach as well. Not doing much, but just being there as a work experience kid. All the boys thought otherwise, but that's just how that came across. And then Ross Lyon, I've just liked Ross since he was at Freo. So
Freo fan.
Yeah, Freo fan.
I'm with you on that one. Now, pre-2023, you were one of the names to watch out for WA-wise. There was a lot of articles about you, a lot of hype. Looking back at it all now, how have you rated the year, and what's the feedback been like from coaches on a serious note? Your manager, AFL clubs, etc.
So obviously a lot of hype at the start of the year. It was weird because we had changed our whole game plan at Perth. New coaches, new everything. We really set forward a destination, and that was to play at Optus in the grand final. And then it was like change of role, and started the year probably a bit confused of what to do, and then fell out of the football I played well. And then obviously 2 champs games, and then really humbling experience after that with a few meetings of the state coaches, which they told me what they wanted to see, and I thought I took it on board for the next back half of the year, and then during finals, and luckily brought the team to a grand final.
Yeah. How'd you go watching those 2 champs games when you were out?
It was
How tough was that?
it was hard, obviously getting dropped out of the state team. But the thing that was worse is there was no football on at all those 2 weeks. So it was dropped out and obviously training with them, but knowing when it came up to the weekend, you couldn't play any football at all. It was challenging and it was hard, and I wouldn't say it was a really good part of it, but again that's just football. So dealt the bad card with the bye rounds for the waffle.
Oh, what, you couldn't go play junior footy or that school holidays?
Yeah, it was the 2 school holiday buys.
Yeah, okay. So,
With that hype you were talking about at the start of the year, was like, a lot of hype. Was hard to block out, or how did you deal with that? Was it excitement?
Obviously as soon as I saw the first one, you're like, oh, geez, like in the paper.
Yeah.
But I think it was more just the hype around from the people I knew. They were hyping it up more than I guess it was.
Yeah.
And I thought I handled it fine throughout that. Never really got ahead of me, but whenever it's like a family dinner or something like that, it's like always you have 1,000 questions getting asked. That was probably the hardest part about it. But I was kind of prepared about if I was in the state squad, in the summer squad, then there would be hype around it, and I guess Cedar had taught me about different
that.
to deal about that. So I was quite prepared.
Yeah.
So obviously you played on Optus in the championships game, so it probably made it less daunting for the Colts grand final, because you were one of the best on grand final day, but unfortunately not the result that you guys were obviously wanting. But you must have still been pleased the way you were able to hold up the back line.
Obviously I was made my performance all right, but we held up the back line okay, but again we were disappointed with how we had played, considering we didn't get the win. It was a bit hard sitting down back, and then when we do what we want, and then we just struggled to kick them through the big sticks, and we kind of established that. We were happy with how we went through the season, through the game, and sometimes it works for you, and sometimes it doesn't.
I feel like no matter how well you play individually, if you don't win the grand final, that you're never going to be satisfied.
Exactly. I would never say, I played really well, but we lost. If you lost, I still feel like there's room for improvement.
Yep. And key position players are a lot rarer to find. People rate them very highly. So have you felt like pressure this year to perform with how much of an emphasis people put on the position of a key back?
I feel like just pressure as a key back in any football game, you're against the best forward in their team. So you either play well or your team pretty much loses. That's how I see it every game.
I mean, it's a harsh way to look at it, but it's probably like spot on. Who were some of the hardest opponents to come up against this year? Either champs or Colts.
So for the champs was Charlie McCormack, who I came up against Allies. I think it was like 201 centimetres or something. So he had me by a bit of height and a bit of vertical as well. So that was a wake-up call and a half. And then for Colts, Sam Van Rooyen and Jack Cock, and they were probably my hardest ones I played against, but the ones that I played against the most frequently. So just kind of knew what they like to do and try to stop that as much as I could.
Do you watch Vision on these guys? Is that too far?
Yeah, I watch Vision on a few guys, but it's more I'll watch it as if I haven't seen you before. I'll watch Vision on you, and then more it's just I'll watch the same Vision for the first time we played and the thing they like the most, and just try to take those out of their game as much as possible. But no, I'm not really one of those people that sit down for an hour and full study it. But I will do a tiny bit, but the rest of it is just kind of in my mind from the last few games.
Sure. Well, intercept marking is a big trait of yours. Is there any defenders in the AFL you'd compare your game to or even idolise?
Brendan Cox has been a big one for me. So lucky enough to meet up with him at the start of the year and just talk about just how he dealt with stuff and everything. I've watched him for a while, but been playing at Freo and his development. So he'll probably be the main one.
Nice. That's good. I like that you didn't like. He's obviously somewhat high profile, but it's not like I feel like a lot of people would say you're Harris Andrews, you're McGovern's, you're
Lever May.
yeah, the standard.
Yeah.
That's a good answer.
Yeah. Instagram Q&As, of course, thanks to Skinbro and Hat Locker.
There's a fair few, as always.
As always. We'll start it off with the Jack Clark medalist, Colin Livingston. Why don't you gym?
I gym as much as he does, so he's one to call someone out, but you'll never catch him in the gym.
Ben.Steinman 8. What's it like being the second best footy player in the class behind Auntie Maisha?
Yeah, well, considering her dad played AFL, she kind of gets bonus points. So, yeah, I guess you get over it after a few years. But
Ben O'Loughlin. All in brawl, who's winning, Scoble or the Hall twins?
No, I'm going to us, the Scoble brothers. I'll take us. Back our ability, back my brother. So
Yeah. Has there been, like, I would imagine as having a twin, there'd be a bit of, like, mix-up on, I don't know, like, footy fields or... I know you're the one who, like, made state, so you probably have the bragging rights in that sense, but he'd probably be getting asked wide and he makes state and all that sort of thing.
yeah, he's copped it. He's copped it more, like probably as much as I have.
Yeah.
But like more, like, I've copped everything like pressure-wise, and he's just copped like shit.
Yeah.
Kind of like.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's good having him on a team. Though, like those stories from when we were younger, like year 6, someone would push me and he'll come over and like deck him. So it's good to have someone to back you up.
So you go to Cedar as well, or
Yeah, he goes to see the different classes. So he's in the South Freo one.
South Freo, right? So one got lucky with Leadable, the other's got sent to Freo.
I think that was even like the people tagging the wrong people and like Instagram posts and that, and just like stuff like that.
Yeah,
what happened a lot.
But yeah, the gym we went to, they posted, and I had stopped going there because of footy, and he was still going, and there was a video of him doing something. They tagged me, and then I sent it to him, a screenshot of it. I was like, "Oh, it feels tough, mate," and he's like, "This is the lowest point of my life."
Brody XMC, best looking boots on the team.
I think he'll say that because I think he'll say me, but I don't know. I like mine. I like my boots are pretty good, just straight black.
Yeah.
So, but no,
Adidas, Nike,
Asics.
Asics.
Yeah.
It's a triple black. Are they the career savers?
No, not
No?
the lethal testimonial for
Right.
us. But no, I hate coloured boots. I hate wearing them.
Don't want to stand out too much. Brody, again, our pre-game routine on game day.
I'm a very superstitious person, which coming into the finals, I kind of realised that I just had to let go of because everything is out of whack, like completely. And I used to base my game off like, oh, if I did something bad, it might have been because how my routine was. But pre-game routine for a 19 game would be wake up about 7 o'clock, 8 Wheat Bix, honey, and then go to the game, and then I don't like talking to people before the game. So if coaches come up to me, I'll talk to them, but I hate going up to someone and talk to them. And then go out, meetings, then go out and have a kick. And I always have a kick with Cam Hall, so it's just a superstition thing. Go back in, get strapped, and then from there, but yeah, that's
super superstitious.
When you say you don't like to talk to people, is that like just outside of like the playing group and coaching group, or like is that like just have a conversation with someone?
Yeah, well, I didn't really like I was always so focused on like the goal ahead. Like whoever I was playing on, I was focused on like that person, I guess. But during the season, I just like I hated people talking to me.
That's teammates, like when you're warming up or something.
Yeah, even teammates.
Yeah,
like,
right.
but I'll have a short chat with them, like maybe 10 seconds, 20 seconds.
Yeah.
But I hated standing there talking for like 5 minutes.
Okay.
'Cause I just found it threw me off.
Yeah, all right.
Aiden.Smith. Who's the better twin, and why is it Oscar?
I guess.
Any good things to say about your brother?
Yeah, no, a lot actually. He No, not really, actually. No, not at all. But yeah, no, I can't answer that one because it's truly, clearly false. So
Louis got Miss Kiwis. Who was the best player you played with at local club level?
I mean, Louis is pretty good. But the best player I've played with, would be either my brother or I guess everyone else that's at Perth, like Noah Murray. He's rated him and Ezra Jones. He's at age fair now, but nah, I mean, I'll give Louis the credit. He's still a good player.
Yeah. Danny Reid, what was your favourite memory of your school football career?
Has to be the game on at Cedar if they still do them.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed to play.
Oh.
wasn't allowed to play any of them because
Really?
of Perth. Yeah,
Yeah.
didn't get cleared, so played no football at Cedar at all.
Wow.
They did Cedar Cup for the first time this year and wasn't allowed to go over to Adelaide, so missed out on all of that. But it'd be one of the Mazarod games that I played, year 10, the first 18s team. So it was my first real game against all the bigger guys, and yeah, was best on that game. So I was pretty happy with my performance, but that was probably the main memory that I have.
Who was that against?
That was against Emmanuel.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah. Ben O. Shaughnessy.
Shaughnessy,
Yeah, you're going to have to help
yeah,
us
I
out
do,
with some
yeah.
of these names. Ask him about his religion classes at school.
Religion at Mazarod, they were nice and fun. So me and Ben obviously did heaps of work in those ones. So, but no, it was always had a good laugh with Ben in those classes.
Oscar.
Oh, yeah, Oscar Scoble, 13. How have you rated your brother's season? And what's he playing to start off with?
He's playing at Colts as well.
Yeah,
At Perth, he's playing at Perth as well. I mean, when he plays, he's a good pressure forward. He's just not high touches, but high tackles.
High impact.
Yeah, high impact. I rate him a lot. He's very hard on himself, but I rate him a lot. But considering he has stress fractures now and hasn't played at the back half of the season, I'll probably give him a 6 out of 10.
Yep. Alex MC. Wow, I think. Did Cedar actually benefit you? It has to. Come on, it has to be a simple yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Yep.
Yes, it has.
Cedar is a lot better than religion classes, I can tell you that. Scarlett Madalena, favourite up and go flavour?
I hate up and go.
Really?
Not part of the pre-game routine.
The only time I had up and go was one of the coaches bought us up and goes after the finals. So chocolate up and go that's the one I had, but that was more just a recovery thing. But I would never openly go get an up and go.
Okay.
It's basically Wheat Bix. It's just
Yeah,
it's got two Wheat Bix,
that's
isn't it?
exactly what everyone says, but I hate them.
Okay. Cameron Hall, your kicking buddy. Who do you enjoy playing with most at Perth?
Well, Cam's my fullback, so I would have to say Cam. We played all this year together, all last year together, so created a good bond together. And we do lose our shit at each other quite often. But yeah, it would have to be Cam.
Luke _ O'Loughlin. It might be O'Loughlin. Favourite memory with me. That's the handle up there.
Oh, Luke O'Loughlin.
O'Loughlin.
Oh, so yeah.
Sorry, Luke.
A bit of backstory. Luke's a really good family friend of ours, and me, my brother, and him, we used to play. We used to call it. It was a game called Buddy. We used to set 2 bins up on the middle of the street on the road,
Yeah.
and someone was goal umpire. Someone would kick the ball out, and you had a certain amount of seconds to go retrieve the ball and then kick a goal, and whoever could kick the most goals and without missing. But yeah, I mean, we just grew up playing sport with Luke, so he's a massive part of my football part.
Yeah.
Saxon Breeze. A lot of questions similar. How was your high school career and what schools played a part in it? I don't know what that means.
What
but-
school? I'm guessing he's saying Mazanod.
Is there a team that you just
How's-
dominated?
Um,
Is that what it is?
no, we didn't really dominate any teams actually. Mazanod. We struggled a bit sometimes. But I'm guessing he means Mazanod. But yeah, Mazanod had a big impact on it as well, as much as Cedar.
WA Footy Prospects. Now, I'm not sure, is WA Footy Prospects an umpire?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't
Because he
think
says the
so,
thoughts
but-
on the umpiring in the Melville Piara Waters Grand Final.
So it's Chris
Chris.
Chang, had a physio, and I actually assistant coached PR Waters. So when I didn't play
Yeah.
for them, so I used to be the board man and like change all the rotations. 7 rotations into 18 people on field isn't easy. So, but he stood next to our bench, and all of our district players couldn't play because hadn't qualified.
Yeah.
And I mean we were losing by a fair bit, but it was the last community game. So, I mean.
And that was this year?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
year. So, I mean, gave him a bit of stiff, but umpires were, as always, as good as they can do, and I appreciate the job they do for the football.
So he wasn't umpiring.
No, he wasn't. He was just sitting next to the bench.
Right.
Mitchell Huggins, favorite WWE wrestler. Are you a bit of a wrestling fan?
No, I know Mitchell was a good family friend of ours, but I'd have to say John Cena, considering I watched a movie about him, a movie with him acting in it last night. So
I thought you were going to say you watched a movie with John Cena. I was like, okay.
Now, there's a good one that came up yesterday at work. I can't remember his name. Is it Shane McMahon? Yeah, Here Comes the Money. This is a banger. We got an ad to do with
Oh,
it.
no.
We're even going to be able to play it?
John Cena, the
I don't know
typical
why.
answer, eh?
I don't know why I wouldn't want to play
I'd say mine's Triple H.
or Randy Orton's pretty good,
Yeah, they're all those guys
Yeah.
like Mysterio,
but all the older people, yeah.
Undertaker.
What kind of play is it? Good song. I discovered that yesterday for the first time. Never heard of it before until yesterday.
But he's not even
It was
well,
actually
I
good.
think he is a wrestler, but he's more of a
Shane McMahon.
manager.
Here Comes the Money. Good.
Kai
Kai
Guest.
_ guest 22. Why did I let you in cross country?
Win, I think it
Why
is.
did I let you win in cross country in primary school?
So Kai came second every year from year 1 to 6, and I came first every year to 1-6. But I'm guessing it's just because he's a really good friend of mine. So he just thought I could have something in life and just like backed off a bit. So
Burberry Max, what's it like playing with someone who's at the elite level like Locke McTaggart?
Locke's good actually. Developed well. Didn't play much throughout the season, but found himself in this final side and the back end of the side, and he's developing well as a person. And it's good playing against him. With him.
Clay Woody, is it true you've committed to the Piara Water Falcons in 2024?
Yes, I have.
Is that a coaching role?
It will be as a player for the Colts, but I'll sign up as a player. But I'll probably end up assistant coaching or something to there. But watch out for the Falcons, the first Colts team.
Is that an exclusive you've signed? Is that? Have you told anyone else? You're with Hemisphere Management. Are they just helping you deal with that, or?
No one actually knows about that, so except the coach. So
Okay.
that is an exclusive.
Happy to reveal that.
All right, that concludes.
That concludes.
Skibro quiz. We had the battle between two last week. Riley Hardman and Clay Hall.
It was a one-way show.
It was. Clay Hall had a 1-0 head start because he only scored 11 against Riley Hardman's 12 in the quiz. So 6-1, I think it was. I think it was 5-1, but somehow
If you look at Riley's Instagram post, you'll see
6-1.
Clay commenting 6-1.
Yeah, so having a look at the leaderboard, there's 4 of them on 12. Riley, Luke Kelly, Riley DeSisto, and Ashton Ferreira. Where's your roommate, Oscar? He's on 10, which is a pass score.
Look,
Cohen is also on 10.
The bar isn't set too high from the last Perth player, and Caleb Dempster Park is at 5 on the bottom of the leaderboard.
Yeah, it's true.
5 out of 14. So
That hurts. All right, well, same question as always. Have you done your research?
Not at all.
All right, well, height and weight on the Waffle website.
I would go 193, either 80 kilos or 86. I'll go 80 kilos.
first part is that
193,
right?
correct. But it is 86. kilos.
I wasn't sure if that updated or not. But
Give you half a point.
Yep, that's half.
So you came third in Perth's best and fairest. How many votes did you poll in the grand final?
I polled 12.
Correct.
1.5. I find it strange how you guys did the best and fairest
It
count
was
In the finals, yeah.
Yeah, it was because it continued on to the actual BNF. So
Yeah.
Yeah. 1.5. Yeah, 1.5.
Question number 3. True or false? Your 17 disposals in the grand final was the most you had in a game this year.
false.
Correct. Had 20 and 18 twice before that.
Yeah. Number 4. Who was the team you had your most against then?
Pure Thunder.
Correct.
3.5. Flying. Good start. Question number 5. Even though you had 10 marks only once this year, you had some games just below that. Including that game, how many games did you have 8 plus?
Including that 10 games. 10 marks.
5.
That's
4, is it?
Oh. 3.5.
Effort. Yep, still 3.5.
Number 6. Have you given away or received more free kicks in your entire Colts career?
I want to say given away.
Well, it's a surprise to us, but you've actually received 2 more.
That's a surprise to me as well.
Yeah, defenders don't usually get free kicks.
Yeah.
27 received, 25 given away.
Jeez, I want to see where I got received any of them.
Still 3.5.
Okay, we need probably get on a roll here.
Yeah, on to question number 7. From round 18 to the prelim final, we had the same amount of tackles per game 5 times in a row. What was the number of tackles in each game?
So including the final. Including the
Yeah,
finals.
so
yeah,
from
five,
round 8
well, 5 games in a row where you got the same amount. So
What's
what
the
was
number?
that same
1.
amount? It was 2.
2. Coach will be happy with that.
So that's 10 tackles in 5 games. That's handy. Still 3.5 though. We do need to get a move
Yeah.
on. 3 questions to go.
Caleb could just be smiling. So number 8. How many other players went out of the side when you missed the game versus Vic Country? How many others?
It was me. Including me? Or not?
Well, you can. It's either
We
or.
can adjust.
Yeah, we can adjust it. Either or.
I'm on 4 including me, 3 others.
Yeah,
Right,
correct.
That's correct. 4.5. Stepped up here. Question number 9. Name your state teammate whose birthday is 1 day before yours. Have they had the birthday this year?
Colin Sanchez?
Incorrect. Collins is born in January. You're.
Oh, yeah, it would have been. All right, then it would have been.
We'll give you another guess. We'll give one more.
That's a hard
Can we
question.
lenient?
So it would be someone still in school. I was thinking, the other person I was thinking was Luca Kirkfield.
Incorrect. Race Torrent.
I did know that actually, but I didn't process it.
Not early enough. So what's that? 4.5.
4.5 after 9.
The good news is though you got 5 points up for grabs.
And you could
Here.
go to 8.5.
So it's not who am I this week. It's a different question. So how many hitouts have you had in your Colts career? So 5 points if you get bang on, 4 points if you're within 1, 3 points if you're within 2, 2 points if you're within 3, and a point for anything outside of that. So how many? Take your time if you want as well, because we need to score up.
I remember I took a hit out of my first game, I believe, and sat in a meeting with my coach and got sprayed for that for 20 minutes. Played ruck last year for a quarter, and I don't think I got a hit out. It might be on the Waffle website though, because when they recount it, it doesn't update.
Right.
I'm going 2.
Bang! 5 points.
The money. We needed that.
9.5. It was 2.
Yeah, no,
That's,
yeah,
and I say it all the time, but just to think if you got a couple more of those in the middle, boost the score up. But when you're on 4.5 and you're with one question left and you finish with 9.5, you're not saying no to that.
No,
So
happy with it. Yeah, we're happy with that.
There's actually about 5 people below you, or 6 people below you actually,
Not last, that's all right.
including 3 or 4 state teammates. So
That's
you're
all
not
right.
on the bottom.
Old PSA boys, I'm guessing.
No.
Oh,
Xavier Walsh, yes.
Yeah, 1.
Zane didn't go PSA.
Conrad Williams
Was a PSA boy.
PSA boy as well.
Lance Collard, not a PSA boy.
No.
Caleb obviously was at 5 points.
Oh, yep, true. Yep. So there you go. You're still in there. That's not bad. You jump ahead of 2 of them on 9.
Is that the first? Oh no, I was gonna say, is that the first score on the leaderboard with like a 0.5 to the name, but it's
No,
not
we've got an
because
11.5
Dan Curtin
with
got
Dan
11.5.
It's a bit of a tricky one, that height and weight question, because if they only get 1, then it's half a point.
Yeah, well, they update. It's weird. They sometimes update, they sometimes don't. So,
Yeah.
So apparently, what, have you put on 6 kgs throughout the year?
I put on 6 at the start, and I put 4 throughout the year.
Right.
I'm not at 92 at the moment.
Right.
So
So that's all that gym that
Colin says I
Colin
don't do.
doesn't do.
Yeah, but
And that your brother, well, you get mixed up with your brother with.
yeah,
'Cause
it's just the size difference.
Yeah.
Oh well, it's a handy spot to sit on the leaderboard, 9.5. Just, it's not quite a bogey, it's not quite a par, it's just in the middle somehow.
Yeah.
It doesn't really work.
With our strict standards.
Yep. Just remember, you can head to skinbro.com or hatlocker.com.au for 20% off. Use code Bray and Ethan20. We've got
The pies one.
this is probably the biggest
Can't put it on my
little
head with
bundle that
headphones.
we've got from Hatlocker. The two teams that played in that qualifying final.
2 powerhouses.
Yep, Melbourne and Collingwood hats here in the studio. And of course, remember you can head to skinbro.com and you get all 3 face products
Another bundle
at a
for
very handy
$54.99.
price. Very handy price, and it's 20% off with the code. Hello.
Works a treat.
Now just remember, you can, or if you're listening on Spotify or Apple, you can head to YouTube to watch it.
Take a look at these glorious products.
Yes.
Instead of listening to us describe them.
Yes. I think we're pretty good at describing it. Thought it was not too bad. Subscribe, 5-star rating, whatever it is on the platform that you're on. It'd be very nice indeed. Elijah, we've potentially got you a couple of gifts as well from Hat Locker and Skin Bro. So thanks for coming on. Appreciate it. And enjoy your first couple of months being out of school.
Thanks, guys.